Hello everyone. What happened there? Don't know. Anyway, welcome back to the conservatory here at Rathbone Manor. Taking a look at some more tools that I've got from the car boot sale. What we better do then, guys, straight away is bring the camera down here and let's start having a look. Okay, so I think I've got some interesting stuff again. Some quite nice stuff too. But before we look at these, let's take a quick look at the plant that I got from Mrs. Rathbone last week, because that's grown like a good one actually. Okay, so here it is. This is last week's view of the little plant, and if we move along to today, look how much it's grown over the week. Quite a lot of growth there in a week, isn't there? And I would like to thank everyone who's had a guess at what it was. One of you guys out there, thank you very much, said it is a ghost plant or a ghost flower, some kind of succulent, we're guessing. Mrs. Rathbone has had a quick look online, so that's the little ghost plant from last week. Okay, so it was fairly quiet at the car boot sale number 1, again the small one. There wasn't many vendors there, but luckily my favourite stall was there, so I managed to get some stuff from him. Where shall we start, guys? Okay, this rather interesting old hacksaw. So far I've not been able to find a maker's brand on it. It does seem to be a little bit sticky in the adjustment side of things, as you can see. I don't know what's going on there at all, but doesn't want to close up properly. Can I get it to work? Probably not. If you line it up. Anyway, hang on a sec. Let's see if I can get this sorted for you guys. Okay, so I've got it sorted, and I've got a hacksaw blade in it too, look. It looks like it was originally chrome plated, as you can see there, but that's long gone. But what I did like about it was the wooden handle. How unusual is that? Feels quite comfortable to hold as well. Yes, very comfortable actually. I like that wooden handle on a hacksaw. Nice. I wonder what make it was. I haven't seen any signs of a maker's mark on here at all, really. So who made it, I don't know. I don't know how old it is either. But it's certainly a very nice hacksaw. I quite like that. Look at the state of the wing nut, look. It's all twisted. Someone's been giving that some welly, probably with a pair of pliers, I would imagine. But yeah, I thought that's a very nice little hacksaw. That be interesting to see who made it. I don't know. It's got a little bit of the original varnish left just here on the handle. But yeah, and it only cost me 50p from a stall. Not my favourite stall, but there's a guy who's appeared there over the last few weeks who has a few tools and he's quite cheap. But I managed to pick this up, as I say, 50p. That's quite nice. What do you think of that, guys? Unusual with a wooden handle. Okay, so some of you may remember that the other week I managed to pick up a tin of Flux, Soldering flux. I believe this stuff is for copper pipework, brass and mild steel. But this week I managed to get hold of an old tin of Fuxite, soldering paste, Fuxite. I don't think it's been used a great deal. If we can get into it, let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of the old flux still in here. There we go. The most effective flux known, made in England, and it's got a load of information on the back of it too, but yeah, you can't really read. There's a little bit of corrosion on the tin, but I'm sure we could work out what that was, possibly. But yeah, so that's a nice old tin of Fuxite there. I got it as a part of this collection here, which came from my favourite tool vendor, Tool Time as I call him on there, and all this lot cost me £6. Okay then, so let's take a look at these mahoosive great big pliers here. they work quite nicely. They're a little bit stiff. The jaws, hopefully you can see in there, they're not too bad. Even this, you've got the cutter on the side there. That looks in quite good shape too, as you can see hopefully there. If I can get the camera to get it where I want it on the camera, which I can't because I'm working upside down. Let's hang on. Okay, that's better. So as you can see, it's not too bad at all. Quite like the way the jaws are done in there. How long are these things? "12-inch pliers." Now then, initially I thought they were unbranded because there's nothing there that I can see, and I couldn't also see there was anything here either. But looking a little bit closer, I think I can actually make out a maker's name or something on here somewhere. Just about make something out there. I think what I'll do is I'll give them a quick go over with a wire brush, if we can clean this up and have a better look. And that has revealed TC Smith and Sons. It looks like it could be of Saltley Mill, because I did have a quick research and they did make cranes and what have you, according to Grace's guide. And this one is looks like C&N 1902 and a little X. I don't know what that all means, but if they are from 1902, they're not in bad nick for something that's roughly 110 years old. They're quite nice. I like these actually. In fact, these might go as being part of my star buy this week actually, because they're quite nice. I like those. Also, as part of that collection of tools, I found this little fellow right here. This is a rather nice little tap holder, as you can see, and it does actually have a name on it. Just here, Eclipse number 241, I believe that is. Eclipse 241, made in England. Comes with a tap already fitted in there, so that's not been taken out since last time it was used. Looks like Lane, LA Co, something like that there. Can't quite make out what it says. There we go. Okay, can't quite make out what that Hall maybe. England. Half by 26. And then it says brass underneath that. So it's quite a nice little find. Very nice little tap holder there. I like that. It's quite nice, isn't it? Okay, guess what, guys? And no, it's not a footprint either. This is a little, I believe this is a little 7-inch pipe wrench. It does actually mention something on here. Can't quite make it out though. It's very faintly stamped in. Can I zoom in enough so we can see it? Yeah, it's a few numbers by the looks of it. Can't quite make out what that is. But anyway, what it is I already have one of these, but not a 7-inch. I have a 9-inch one. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, so here it is. Here's the 9-inch version. This one says made in Czechoslovakia on that side, and we've got oh, there we go, 1.5 inch and I-beam, because of the if I can open it, for goodness sake, there we go, because of the style of the hook. It's an I-beam style hook, and we have exactly the same thing on this little 7-inch as well. Look, hello, somebody's drilled this hole out. Why would you drill the hole out? How unusual is that? That's interesting. So I'd imagine then this must say something similar on here, but I can't make it out. It's not been stamped in far enough. And I can't see made in Czechoslovakia on this side either. But we do have O2A or something on the hook here, and it has its original pivot pin too. A little bit rusty. I wonder why they drilled that one out. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Okay, so that's quite nice for my collection of foreign footprint style wrenches. I quite like the way some of these foreign manufacturers try to improve on the design. You've got a slightly flared handle just here, and it's all dimpled, so you know if your hands are greasy or oily or whatever, wet, they won't slip so much. It's all nicely painted, and as I say, we have the I-beam style hook, so it makes it a little bit lighter whilst retaining the strength. And of course it's all nicely, neatly put together. So they try to improve on it a bit, and they're quite nice, these ones. If I ever find these foreign ones, I've got one made in Poland as well. I like to pick these up because they go as part of my collection. I think this one might be going into the ultrasonic cleaning tank at work at some point, probably this week. Okay then, I think it's about time we moved along to this week's Star Buys. Now then, we've already had a look at this, these pliers here. So I didn't think they were marked at all. I thought they were unbranded, but they're not. We have T.C. Smith on there, manufacturer of cranes apparently, 1902. Yeah, in quite good condition, I think. So I've had a look at those. Obviously designed for building cranes, one would imagine, because they are enormous. But whilst I was looking on his stall there, I came across this little fellow here, and I thought, Ogden's walnut plug sliced. What's that all about? I thought maybe it was wall plugs or something. Quite a nice little box, empty. Okay, so when I got home, I went on the old interwebs and researched this. Apparently, it's a tobacco tin, a little tin of tobacco. What have we got here? Net weight, 2 ounces. There we go. Subject to, what's it say? Oh, subject to loss in weight by evaporation after packing. 2 ounces again. Nothing on the back of the tin. But apparently, these things are quite collectible from what I can see anyway. Rare and collectible apparently. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. If you know, please let me know down in the comments down below. But I quite like this. It's a nice little interesting old tin. What I've seen online, circa 1920s. So this has been kicking about for a while too. Now, does it smell of tobacco in here? Hang on. No, the smell of tobacco is long gone out of this. I'd imagine someone's been keeping screws and what have you in here. But yeah, what an interesting little tin. What do you think, guys? So once again, it was fairly quiet at the boot sale. Yesterday we had quite a bit of rain, and I think that's what put a lot of people off going along there. But I did manage to get some interesting stuff actually. This is one of my favourites, obviously. It's going straight into my collection. I say it'll be going into the, very carefully, into the ultrasonic cleaning tank tomorrow at work, probably along with this here. And this, an interesting pair of pliers, isn't it? I mean, look at the size of this thing. This is enormous. It's very strong, very well made, quite heavy as well. 12 inches in length. Whether it was designed by T.C. Smith for working on their cranes, I don't know. But it's in particularly good nick, I think. I quite like that. I'm glad I picked it up now, actually. So all this lot here, £6. And this interesting old hacksaw here, which I still can't see a manufacturer on anywhere, which is a shame, because I'm still looking out for a footprint hacksaw. But I had to have this one because of its rather interesting wooden handle. I wonder if it ever had a name on it at all. I wonder if these are brass, little brass rivets. It seems to be put together quite well, and it's quite comfortable to hold too with the wooden handle. I quite like that. I'll have to see if I can get that cleaned up, and it can go into the garage with my other hacksaws I've got hanging in there. Okay then guys, well I hope you enjoyed popping over to the conservatory at Rathbone Manor for this week's car boot sale report. I think I've got some really interesting stuff. As I say, I quite like this hacksaw. 50p is not bad. No manufacturer on it at all that I can see. Obviously, one of my favourites. I like these pliers here are great. Now I've found the manufacturer on there. That's quite good. I'll have to clean those up. Quite a nice Eclipse tap wrench there. Another tin of flux for the collection, and that is interesting. I like that. I wonder what it was. I thought it might have been, you know, plugs you put screws into the wall with, but obviously not. It's tobacco, and it's possibly quite collectible too. So I might get somebody to pop that onto eBay for me and see if I can make a few pounds out of that. 'Cause that, you know, if I can make enough money on it, it'll pay for this lot altogether. But yeah, another interesting collection, guys. Okay, well, I hope you found today's video interesting. I don't think you've learned anything, because I certainly haven't. But yeah, I hope you found it interesting, and I'll hope you'll pop back over to Rathbone Manor another time for some more interesting tools. The only thing I didn't find today, which I'm still looking for, is a 9-inch King Dick Abingdon spanner. I can't find one of those. I think they're a bit on the rare side of things, but I'm going to another car boot sale number 2 next week, so I'll keep an eye out there too. Alright then guys, well, thanks for popping over. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.